Hi guys, I hope you're well. Russ here from Hit the Trail, and today I wanted to review a different product, something that we don't actually stock in the store, but we are thinking about stocking in the store. As you know, we only stock things that we have tried and we tested and we really trust and we know that they're great. We've been looking at lots of different types of sleep mats, and so what we thought we'd do, as we always do, and that's we'd actually buy some for ourselves, and we would put them to the test and we would see what they're like before we actually commit to potentially stocking them. So having talked to lots of different people, what we wanted to try out was the Exped mats. I had a customer in some time ago, and she said that in her opinion, having used lots of different mats over the years, that they really were worth their money and absolutely fantastic for a comfortable sleep. And myself, I've used lots of different types of mats over the years, and I can't grumble with any of them. They're all different. They've all cost different amounts of money, and I've used them at different times. This is an Exped mat, and this is a deep sleep mat, and we've just received this. This isn't sponsored, this video. This is just purely, this is my review of the product. So this is the first time. This is straight out of the box, and this is how it comes. So it comes in a carry case, and then there's a sleeve on there which tells you all about the mat. And then once you open up the bag, you're going to pull the mat out, and there you've got the mat inside. It's got a couple of straps around it, which will hold it in place when you fold it all back up again, roll it back up again. So what Exped say is when you receive your mat for the first time, obviously it's completely deflated, and it needs to kind of revive itself. So the best thing to do is to take the straps off of the mat and to leave it for about 24 hours just to let all of the inside start to come back to life, and that will help with the longevity of the mat, so that it's good for you going forward. So I've actually bought two of these mats, which we're going to put to the test. So this one here I have had out of the box for 24 hours. Now this has got like a nice brushed cotton finish to it, so it's going to be really nice. I hope it's going to be really nice against the skin. So like I say, this is a first time video. This is straight out of the box. I haven't slept on this yet. This is my first impressions, but my first impressions looking at the mat is it's really good quality. It's really nice. It's going to inflate to about 7.5 centimeters, 3 inches. Looking at the end of the mat, here we have an inflation valve, and this has they call it like a pin, and this is so that you can when it's all inflated, you can then just tweak it, so deflate it slightly if you want it to be a little more squodgy, or not so hard. So that means you can just let small amounts of air out once it's inflated. And then it's got a very large deflation valve on the other side, which is here, and that's for when you're deflating it. So what we do is we'll close that up. It's also noticing it's nice and flat all the way across. It's not curved, so I think that's going to mean that when we actually lie on it and we sleep on it, you're not going to feel like you're rolling off of the mat. Now this isn't a mat, just to be clear, this isn't a mat to take with you in a hiking rucksack. It's not a hiking mat. I think this is maybe something when you're traveling with the car and you've got maybe a tent set up, and maybe you're in a tent and you're there for several days, so more like a base camp. I'm also hoping that I can actually fit this onto a bed. We stock the Robin's Outpost beds, and I think actually the measurements of this will actually fit on the bed. So what we'll do is we'll try that out as well and see if this will actually fit straight onto the bed. And I think that whilst the bed is comfortable, I've slept on the bed many times with just another different type of sleep mat, but I think this, I'm hoping on that bed, will also be really comfortable. And the other thing we're going to try this in, we're actually going to try this in a Tula rooftop tent to see if that also increases how comfortable the mattress is in the tent. So we're going to try this in different scenarios, and we're going to see how we go. Now, Exped sell a couple of different ways to inflate this. One is like a sort of a pump sack, but one of the things they sell is what they call the Widget. So the Widget is a small pump, which is taken from the box. So this is the Widget, and it's just a small pump unit, but it also is a light at the same time. So let's see, it's light here, I think, if we push this. Yeah, no, not that button. That's the pump function. There we go. So we've got light, dimmer light still, and off. So sorry, this button here, this is pump and light. So again, the pump. And off. And then the light on this side, so just do the light again. Let's have a look at that. And then on the reverse side of the pump, you can actually use this to charge devices. So you've got a couple of small sockets, a USB and a USB-C, I think it is, on this side. So you could actually use this as a small power bank to maybe recharge your phone if you needed to in the night. It's got a little handle so it can be hooked up, and you could hook it up in the tent or wherever you are, or you could easily just sit it on the side. This is going to be where it takes in the air, and this is when the air is going to come out. Okay, so let's inflate the mat. So in this box you've got your charging cable for recharging it, and you've also got a couple of little extra valves. So I think we need this one, the blue one. Let's just chuck those in there. So if we put the blue valve into there like so. Okay, so let's blow this up. So we just push that in the end into the inflation valve, and then we're going to press the button to inflate. Okay, so I think it's got two settings. So that's on the high setting. So that should blow that up fairly rapidly. Like I say, this is going to blow up to 3 inches thick, 7.5 centimeters. I am 5'11", and as you can see, come back here, this is going to blow up to just slightly taller than me. So when I chose the size that I was going to get, I went for this size. But like I say, this should also fit the Robin's bed as well, and will fit in top of the rooftop tent as well. So you can see that's really getting firm now. Look. I'm actually really looking forward to sleeping on this. It's going to be really good. I think we'll probably send it away with Ned as well. He's got a scout camp coming up, which is away for a week. So we'll get him to try it out as well, so we can get some more feedback from another person. And then what we'll do, once we've got all the feedback, we'll come back to you with another video, and we can tell you what we really think of it. Exped do a whole range of different mats for different things, and I believe some of their mats have actually got down fill inside them, so they're going to be really nice, and they're also going to have probably a good R value. So look, just squeezing that. I think that's going to be really super nice. Okay, let's just turn that off. Okay, and then I'll take that out of there. So that's again another great feature. It's a one-way valve, and like I say, this little pin is so that if you want to in the night, if you're on here and you think, okay, I want this to be a little bit softer, I can just deflate it tiny little bit at a time, just with the little pin. So let's close that up. That's on there. I've got that really, that's lovely, that is a really lovely mat. Let's just see if there's anything else that they're telling us. So like I say, this is a Deep Sleep 7.5 MW. This will pack down to, they say, 20 centimeters, 20 centimeters by 67 centimeters. So 67 centimeters wide and 20 centimeters deep when you pack it down. Like I say, yeah, minus 46 degrees centigrade, 51 degrees, minus 51 degrees Fahrenheit. Like I say, it's got a brushed 75D fabric, which is going to be nice and quiet against the skin, nice and soft to sleep on. Yeah, I am really excited to try this out and see what that's going to be like. Like I say, when you get it, it's going to come really flat like this, and they say open it up, open up the valve, and then leave it for 24 hours. If you need to speed up that process, then obviously you're going to inflate it. But what I did, like I said, with this one at the start of the video, I left it for 24 hours, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this one up and give this one 24 hours, and then we'll inflate this one and make sure it's all okay. And then as soon as we can, we'll get get out, spend some nights on it and test it, and then we'll come back to you with another video. Hope that's been informative. Exped, I'm very excited. We'll be back to you soon. If you like the video, please give us a like and subscribe, and as always guys, we'll see you down the trail.